just, okay, we are live on YouTube officially. So good evening, guys from YouTube. Good evening, guys from TNT Talk. Tonight we are talking about books, okay? But before we start our conversation, I'm going to show you how TNT works. Let me just do this. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you. When you see it, please let me know. Let me see what it is. Just cancel this. Let me just change the view. 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay, officially. So before we start, I'm going to let you know how TNT works. So TNT is basically a conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, and advanced English speakers, okay? I'm going to remind you guys, this is not a class, this is an immersion group where you're going to practice your English. And how does it work? We have a theme tonight, especially we are talking about books, and we have a few questions that I'm going to send you in the chat. I'm going to split you in small rooms, and in these small rooms, you are going to choose a leader, and this leader is going to read the questions, and you guys are going to answer them. Okay, it's like a conversation. It doesn't need to be like this. You just need to keep talking. And our philosophy is we learn as we practice. Okay, so please come to TNT and talk. And as you know, we are on YouTube, and if you want to have free classes, just you or in other languages, we have the pro plan, and you can go to talkingdoc.com, and well, you can choose your plan. Okay, I believe that's it. Before we start, I'd like to know, is there someone here for the first time? I don't see anyone. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to send the questions here on our chat, and if you can see it, please let me know. 1, 2, 3, and go. Can you see the questions, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. I'm going to split you all in small rooms. Let me just make the count here because we have 10 participants. I don't know, mm, maybe 3 participants per room. It's okay. No, I'm going to create just 2 rooms. It's going to be good like this. Let me just change here. We have Felipe Caio. We have Luciano. Okay, exclude this one. Just exclude this one. Create rooms. Just show. Okay. Okay, let me see where you are. Okay, I'm going to open the rooms right now. Okay, guys, if you can see a message to go to the room, just click on the button to accept. Okay, can you do it? Nice, thanks. For all of you who stayed here, we're going to be here in the main room. Okay. Okay, we have Guilherme, Juliana, Vanderly, and Luciano. Uh, Guys, don't be shy if you want to open your camera. Okay, don't worry about that. But if you don't want to open, it's okay too. Don't worry about that. Let me just, okay, thank you, Luciana. So let's start introducing ourselves. Please, Luciano, can you introduce yourself? What's your name? Where are you from? And how did you get here to TNT, please? I believe you're muted, Luciano. Your mic, yes, is off.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Luciano. I am 43 years old, and I live in Sumaré City, state of São Paulo. I am married. I have a son. My son had 9 years old. And my professional, I am a systems analyst, and actually I work with the ERP SAP, and I in TNT I think it's for time.
Whoa, your fourth time. Okay, that's nice, Luciano. It's a pleasure to have you
Okay,
here. I hope you enjoyed the conversation tonight. Let's talk with you,
okay,
Guilherme,
thanks.
please. Can you introduce yourself, Guilherme?
Yes, I am. I am Guilherme. I am 18 years old, almost 19 years old. I study English by myself and Spanish in a public university. And I study public university. I live in Grande São Paulo. That's it.
Okay, that's nice, Guilherme. Thank you so much. I really loved your hat. Okay, a lot of style, man. That's really good.
Oh,
Let's hear from you, Juliana Eggers. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi guys, do you listen to me?
Yes, we can listen to you.
Oh, good, because my internet's a bit unstable, so that's why I'm with my camera closed. But hello, I'm Juliana. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Porto Alegre, Rio Grande do Sul, and I've started TNT to improve my English skills, especially my speaking. And since I am in a new job that requires more of my English skills, so I have to talk in English sometimes. I decided to do these classes to just be like more confident with my English.
Okay, nice. Welcome, Juliana. I hope you get really confident and speak a lot in our conversation tonight. Okay, let's go with
Yes,
you,
thank you.
Vanderly. Okay, Vanderly, please, can you introduce yourself? Vanderly Vasconcelos. If you are speaking, you are muted. Your mic is on. Okay,
Sorry,
go ahead.
sorry. My name is Vanderly Vasconcelos. I'm 52 years, 52 years old. I'm from Minas Gerais, but I live in São Paulo. I'm divorced and I have a daughter and a dog. And at the moment, I'm working as a business analyst at BNP Paribas. I work with information technology, focusing
Okay.
on risks and compliance. That's it.
Okay, that's nice. We have a lot of technology guys here tonight. So
Yes.
thank you, Vanderly. So guys, my name is Solon. I am 24 years old. I live in São Paulo, the capital. And well, I really appreciate coming here, talking to you guys in English. And well, tonight's topic is about books. So let's start. Let's start with you, Luciano, please. Do you like reading? And what genre of books do you like?
Yes, I like read a book, but I read more technical book about the course, but uh, the the history book. I like the action and I think drum, né?
Yeah. Okay. A lot of action and drama. Nice,
Yes.
nice. That's good. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Juliana, please. Do you like reading? What genre of book do you like?
Yes, I love reading. I love fiction, romance, and I actually like autobiography as well. I'm reading right now Becoming from Michelle Obama. So I love reading. I think it's one of my favorite hobbies.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Biographies, they're really important. We get to know people in a deeper level. I really love them. And let's hear from you, Guilherme, please. Do you like reading? What genre of book do you like?
yes, I like reading, but I like reading bibliographic book because I am curious person. I want to know about everything because this I love this type of book.
Okay, thank you very much. And what about you, Vanderly? Do you like reading?
Yes.
Okay,
I
what
don't.
kind of books do you like?
Romance, old, historic, história antiga. I don't
Okay.
remember how this.
Oh, historical books or romances?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's nice. Well, personally, in my case, I really love reading. I don't know. During the high school, I had like a challenge. It was to read the 100 classical books or something like that. I'm trying to achieve this challenge, to read all of the 100 books. I am really far. I am in the number 20 yet, but I'm trying. And I don't know, the genre of book that I really like are about self-improvement, and I really like thrillers, like we have a history and you get scared by the words. I really love these kind of things. So let's go to the next one. How often do you read a book? Do you have any strategy or ritual to read a book? Let's go with you, Wanderley, please.
The number 2, the question.
Yes, number 2. How often do you read a book?
I don't have the habit of reading a book.
Oh, never. Like,
I think one time a year.
One per year.
Once a
Okay,
year.
okay.
Once a year.
Once a year. Okay. Well, if you read a quality book and you get a long time to read it, it doesn't matter, okay? Just take your time. It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Yeah.
Let's hear from you, Juliana, please.
I try reading a bit every day, so like 10 minutes every day. Not every day I can do this. Like I hope I can do this more. But during the pandemic, especially on the more restricted times, I was like reading a lot. So maybe one book a month. But right now I'm a bit slow on that.
Okay, and do you have any strategy or ritual before reading a book or while reading a book?
No, but I actually like to read a book before I sleep. So I think it's a good time to be like more relaxed.
Yes, I totally agree with you, because as I told you, I'm trying to read these 100 classical books. So I try to read one per month. Sometimes I'm not capable of that, but I'm trying. And my ritual is basically to go to bed, drink a tea or some hot beverage, and start reading the book. And after I'm
Yeah,
done
me
with the
too.
drink, yeah, after I'm done with the drink, then I read a little bit more and then I go to sleep. And I
Yeah,
think it really works for me.
yeah. I wish I was there are some people that read like in the morning, right after they wake up, but like I couldn't because I just fell asleep.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. And what about you, Guilherme? How often do you read a book, or do you have any strategy or ritual to read a book?
I I don't have any structure for reading book, but when I read a book, I'm gonna read it. First, I love reading books, but I think my sister than me. But right now, I am reading articles for make my TCC finish in June.
Okay, nice. Yes, reading articles is really different from reading a book, because when you read an article, you are looking for technical stuff and etc. So I don't know, I believe it's more
Yes,
scientific reading, kind of
it's so
different.
difficult sometimes writing some things. So I hope we finish this work.
Okay, I hope you finish too and get a good grade. And what about you, Luciano Sato? How often do you read a book, or do you have any strategy or ritual to read a book?
Right. I have already, I think, one or two books for year. It is not very much, but I read more the technical books. The technical books, I think, I often have a lot of frequency. I think the 20, 30 reads for years. But I don't have the strategy. I think I like the quiet, quieted place.
Quiet place? Yes.
Yes, don't have a lot of people, but it don't have a strategy. Tipo, for example, I drink a wine. The, I don't have this.
Okay. No, it's kind of nice because you read a lot of technical books because of your work, and it's good. It's good. It's different.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question. It's about the name of the last book you read. Maybe you, Juliana, please. What was the name of the last book you read?
I'm not sure if you know the name in English. The name in Portuguese is Talvez Você Deva Conversar com Alguém. I feel like
Okay.
could be maybe you should talk to someone, but I don't know. And right now, as I said before, I'm reading Becoming from Michelle Obama. So I'm already almost finishing it. And yeah, I think that was the last book that I read.
Okay, nice. About this book, you should talk to someone. What is it about? Is a psychological book?
Yeah, it's actually from a psychologist. So it she describes the her patients. So the histories from her patients and the history behind her therapy sessions. So it's like the two perspectives.
Okay, nice. Thank you very much. And what about you, Luciano? What's the name of the last book you read? Was it a technical book? What is it about?
Yes, my last book in history is I think it's the action or drum book. The name in Portuguese is Eu Mato. I think I kill. Yeah, it's the
Yes.
interesting book because I have a serial killer, and this serial killer tell to the radio program, and this play the music in this trash of the music is the type of your next cue. In the cop need listen the music and interpret the trash of the music to know how your next cue, né? It's interesting because
Next
you need
week.
to
Yes.
it's in the a lot of time the music is the music famous music, the group music is famous, for example Beatles, John Lennon. It's good interesting story.
Okay, this really seems interesting. Did you like it?
Yes, I like.
Okay, that's nice. I'm going to search for this one. This history sounds very nice. And what about you, Guilherme? What's the name of the last book you read? Or was it an article? I don't know.
No, no, I'm gonna say the name of the last book I read went The Diary of the Anne Frank. I don't know if I can understand me what I said, but
Yes.
in Portuguese is O Diário de Anne Frank. For me, it's amazing book, but sad history for everything that happened with this teenager. It's very sad. The finish.
Okay. Yes. This book is like a diary from Anne Frank during the Nazis or something like that. I didn't read it yet, but I'm going to. And I know this history is like really deep. It's like a real history. So it's kind of.
Yes, because first finish the dream, their goal, finish the dream, everything. It's so sad for me to think about Holocaust to happen. But for me,
Yeah,
it's so
it's
sad.
really sad. Yes, but it's important to read about these things so we learn from history. If we see these things from the past, we don't let these things happen again. So it's really important. It's a good recommendation, Guilherme.
Yeah.
And what about you, Vanderlee? You said you read one book per year. Did you read one book this year? Are you reading yet? How is it going for you?
In this moment, I'm reading O Poder do Hábito.
Oh,
I
nice.
bought this book because because the pandemic, I'm a lot of
Yeah.
desorganizada. And then I bought this book. I like it. It's very good. I learn
Okay.
about change up.
Nice, nice. Is it helping you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is good. I heard about this book. It's really famous, I think. And wow, nice, nice, nice
I wake
recommendation.
up. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
Yes. Whoa.
Now.
Really early. Okay, nice, nice.
5
Wow.
o'clock.
In my case, the last, yeah. Well, in my case, the last book I read, it was The Name of the Rose. I have here. I stopped it. I finished it reading today, so it's really interesting. And my next one I didn't see yet, but it's a romance actually, and it's an old one, really old book, and I really loved. So let's go to the next one. Let me see. Let's go to number 5. What's the most important thing in a book for you? Let's start with you, Juliana, please. You read a lot. So what's the most important thing in a book for you?
I don't know actually, but I think just the impact that it has on me, right? So like doesn't matter the topic. I rather read fiction over like these helping books, but I feel like it have to be some impact from it. I have to learn something. So it I don't know, it should help me to improve my communication skills, my writing skills. So I feel like a good reading book is like the my favorite thing.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you. And what about you, Guilherme? What's the most important thing in a book for you?
The history behavior of the book, what happened behind the book, for me it's very interesting to know about this.
Okay, nice. So you research a little before reading a book.
Yes.
Okay. How do you do this? Do you ask for your friends or do you search on internet?
Internet. I don't have a lot of friends read a lot,
Okay. So maybe go ahead.
but I have my sister, but the book she is reading, it's very different I read right now.
Okay. Yeah, nice. And what about you, Vanderlei? What's the most important thing in a book for you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
How do you choose a book?
Sorry, I don't understand.
How do you choose a book? Like you say, I'm going to read this book. Why? Why do you choose this one? For example, why did you buy O Poder do Hábito, for example?
The name of the book and the author and
Okay, the name.
and the interesting assunto. I don't know.
Oh, the matter, the subjects. Okay.
And subject.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And let's go with you, Luciana, please. What's the most important thing in a book for you?
For me, I think the most important book is an interesting subject and have a better connections in the parts of the book because if the connections don't better, it's not you lost. I think they lost interest in it. And I think the most important the history have a surprise finally, né? And when you read the book and the last phrase, the finish surprise. Oh, it's I think it's the more important the book.
Wow, I really love this, when you get to the end and you get so surprised that you, whoa, how could
Yes.
this happen? I love this
Yes,
feeling.
yes, it's good.
It's amazing.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, Solon, I need to drop on because I have an appointment now. Okay.
Okay, don't worry. It was a
Okay.
pleasure to have you here,
Okay.
Luciano.
Have
Please come back
bye.
anytime.
Okay,
See you.
please. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's continue with me, actually. Well, the most important thing in a book for me, I believe, I don't know, I really go for recommendations, because as I told you, I'm reading a lot of books because my teacher told me, oh, there are these classical books, so I'm following her
Mhm.
instructions. And I see some recommendations on social media too. And I like to read like a diversity. For example, I heard Luciano talking about this book, he said. So it's a good recommendation, I really like this system. It's nice. Let's go ahead to the next one. It's a polemic one, okay? Number 6. Do you judge the book by its cover? Tell me, Guilherme, if you see a beautiful cover, are you going to read this book just because the cover is beautiful, or you read, or you see something else before buying or reading this book?
I need to see something news in the book because I don't know history for the cover, but I want to know more. So, so I read it, read it the first page in the book. Have a lot of information about it, about the history for me by.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I see a lot of books that they are really traditional, like really classical books, and they have a simple cover. So it's kind of hard to choose a book by its cover. But I'd like to hear from you, Juliana, please. Do you judge a book by its cover? How do you do it?
I don't think I judge a book by its cover because normally I read reviews before. So then I have like a list of books that I would like to read during the year or during the month. So normally I just know how the cover is gonna look. So no, and that's actually the answer for the next question. How do you choose a book? Normally I read reviews before. There's like Instagram accounts for that, and like before I used to watch YouTube videos as well. So yeah, I don't actually judge.
Okay, nice. Thank you. And what about you, Vanderly? Do you judge the book by its cover? How do you choose one to read?
Um, Usually, I read the abstract uh,
Yes,
before.
abstract.
Then,
Nice.
usually uh, I don't discover anything.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, in my case, I don't know. I like the physical appeal of the books, If I have the same book in two different versions, but one of the versions has a prettier cover, I buy this one, with the prettier cover. Because I don't know, I think it looks nice. It's good to have something beautiful in your hands, like a really big book. I believe it's nice. So let's go ahead to the next one, number 7. Guilherme, what do you think about digital books? Do you think they are good? Do you like them? Have you ever read one?
I try read, but I give up because I don't read it. I don't know why, but I prefer physical book. But right now, I
Oh,
am reading
physical book.
articles because I need to make my TCC. Because not, I don't read this article.
Yes, I see your problem because if you didn't have like access to the digital articles, you would need to buy all of them or to lend from someone, something like that, and it would be like a disaster. But really
Yeah,
good to have this. And what about you, Vanderly? What do you think about digital books?
I don't like the digital books too.
Oh, why not?
I feel very sleepy. I don't eu não consigo ler. I don't
You can read then.
I
Yeah, it's
I can't read that.
okay. Yeah, it's kind of different because all of us are used to have like the book so you can read and stop and put in your bag and take wherever you want. And with physical books, it's like it's on your smartphone or it's on your ebook reader, and it's kind of, I don't know, I don't see the glamour in it, you know. And let's go with you, Juliana, please. What do you think about digital books? Do you like them? Have you ever read one of them?
Yes, I actually like them. I had the opportunity to buy a Kindle like in the first year of the
Kindle, yes.
pandemic because I wanted to read more, and I got a lot of good reviews from it. And I
Yes.
actually like it. I think it's easier to read on the Kindle at night because it they it has the light. So I don't know. I like it. I think and the books are cheaper there. So it was a good buy. It was a good object to buy.
Yes, I totally agree
A
with
good
you
purchase.
because
I remember it.
yes, it was totally a good purchase. Mainly because when you buy a book, okay, you read it and then you're done, and you let this in your house. You know, like if you read a lot of books, you're going to have a lot of books in your house. And sometimes if you live just by yourself, it's like a lot of stuff. You know, you need to separate a shelf for your books. You need to clean the books and etc. And if you have a Kindle, for example, it's just like downloaded, you know. You don't need to have a lot of physical space, it's just there in your hands. And it's really practical because you can take in your backpack, it doesn't occupies a lot of space. Like you can have a lot of books in just one single device. I really love that. But on the other hand, you cannot, for example, hear the sound of the page turning, you know. You don't have that thing in your hand like, oh, I'm reading this book. It's just, so we have different approaches to the digital books. So let's move on to the next one. um, you, Guilherme, you are studying, and a lot of people studied, and we always had this comparison between books and videos, you know. So I'm going to ask you guys, do you prefer to learn by books or by videos? And what are the pros and cons between them? Juliana, please.
I think it depends on the subject. So, like, if it's something very technical, I feel like it's easier to learn by a video because you have the professor explaining to you, the teacher. But sometimes, I don't know, I think it just depends on the subject. Sometimes, if the topic's not so dense, you don't have to deep dive in it. Sometimes it's good to just like read something. It's quicker.
Yes. And what do you think are the pros and cons of learning by a video or by a book?
I think sometimes when you learn by a video, it's easier. So you can sometimes absorb more of the you can learn more from it, I guess, sometimes.
Okay, nice, thank you. Let's go with you, Vanderly, please. Do you prefer to learn by books or by videos? What are the pros and cons of them?
I agree with Juliana, and I like both. And when I need to learn uh, podcasts, English class, I prefer videos. And
Nice.
for others, I prefer physical books.
Okay, nice. So physical books. Yes, we can learn a lot of languages through videos. I believe it's easier too because we have a lot of examples, you know, and we can see different sources. It's really nice. I really liked your answer, Vanderly. And what about you, Guilherme?
There are some points, for example, when a subject is math, it's very easy. It's most important thing you do learn by video. It's not easy learn by book because you have a lot of things different about concepts in the video and the book.
Okay, nice. Well,
They,
Okay. Well, in my
Sorry.
case, don't worry. Well, in my case, I think I prefer learning by videos, you know. I don't know, because on videos you can see different sources you can put in a faster or slower way, and you can see a lot of examples. And in a book, like it depends of the author, you can have like for example, one way of thought, you know, and you need to read all the book to understand this way of thought. And on the videos, it's like, oh, I saw this one, now I'm going to see this one and compare the best approach. And we have a lot of options on the internet. So, yes, I prefer to learn by videos, but to read like histories, I prefer from books. I don't like to listen to someone telling me a history. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 9. Physical books are still going to exist in the future. What's your opinion about this, Wanderly, please?
I think is in the future the books are. Ai, meu Deus, continuam existindo. Desculpa.
Will continue to exist?
Sorry. Because a lot of people prefer physical books.
Really? Nice, nice. Yeah. What about you, Guilherme? What do you think?
I wait in the future physical books exist, but sometimes I think, oh, not because the lot bookshop finished the work. For me, it's very sad to think about this because the internet changed a lot of things in concept in society right now. For me, it's very bad because sometimes I see people don't read don't read what people post, but judge the people, but don't read anything if I people say. And you, Solon?
Well, I, I don't know. I'd like to listen to Juliana's answer first, and then I'll go. Please, Juliana.
I think they're going to exist because a lot of people prefer them, and I think it's an industry. But I don't know if every book will be printed because of the paper stuff. So like we have to look for the sustainability. So I don't know. I feel like it's going to exist. I personally love physical books still, but I don't think every book will be printed.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I like to make a comparison with the journals, you know, like newspaper we used to have. And I remember my father used it to, I don't know, have a subscription to the journal, and it was delivered every single day on on the door of the house, you know. And I always thought that, oh, that's so nice. I have a journal like right here. And nowadays we almost don't have this. It's so, I don't know. I don't see anymore, at least, this happening. You know, someone going to deliver the journal, because everybody just go on the internet or sign up for something that sends the news directly to your email. And yeah, I believe the books are going to be on the same way. You know, like we won't have a lot of physical books, but if you want to have a physical book, you need to, I don't know, sign for something to send directly this physical book especially for you. I don't know if they're going to print, just like Juliana said, all of the books is going to be like, oh, if you want the physical one you can buy, but we have the virtual version, and it's, you just need to buy and it's cheaper and etc. I believe it's something like this. I don't know. Okay, the next one is still debating between the internet and the books. It's number 10. Books are still important nowadays with the internet. Let's ask for you, Guilherme, because you said you are reading the articles, probably you are reading them from the internet. Do you think we needed books to do that, or just the internet is enough?
Yes, you need to do that because my teachers say, oh, this is very difficult. Guess any question when I she as a student, it's very difficult But right now it's very easy, I guess, actually in the internet. Sometimes I search, I see, oh, this article is very important for me work, for my work. I don't know how can say baixar in the PDF.
Download?
Download.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Download. I forget the name. Download in the internet, and I read it. Sometimes I see, oh, that's a very important thing I have to do. That's more easy for me right now.
Okay, thank you. Nice, very nice. What about you, Vanderlei? Do you think that books are still important nowadays with the internet and stuff?
For some things, the internet is enough, but for looking maps, for example, places, historical places, for example, physical books are better.
Yeah, they are more practical. You don't need to have internet or sign out to do that. You just need the book. I agree with you. That's nice. And let's go with you, Juliana. Do you think books are still important?
Yeah, for sure. I think books help us focus, like in all aspects of our lives. And I think it gives us repertoire to talk with other people. I think, I don't know, I think it's a completely different world from internet. And I think we should continue reading books.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Well, in my case, hmm, I think it's hard. I agree with Guilherme and Vanderlei when they say that sometimes internet is enough, you know. For example, if you publish a scientific study, you don't need to publish it in a book, you know, because it's going to have like a limited access to the people around you. If you publish it on the internet, like the whole world is going to be able to see this. So I believe it's more, I don't know, how can I say, more practical to have the internet in these cases. On the other hand, as Vanderlei said, when you have a map, for example, or you are going to a historical place, it's not all the time we have a good connection to the internet. It's not all the time you have like a good signal on your smartphone. So a physical book is like the best thing ever. And if you have it in your hands, it's like, oh, I have the book. I don't have problem with the internet, with battery, and etc. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. We have the guys back here in our main room. So I'd like to know, how was the conversation for you, Maria Eduarda, please? How was the conversation in the break room?
Hello guys. It was very good. The people that are in the room that I was, they're very kind, and we talk a lot about books and the way they are good or not. So that's it.
That's good. That's good. And it's to you, Maria. What genre of book do you like most? We here in the
Uh,
main room, we heard about drama, historical books, biographies. What about you? What do you prefer?
well, actually, I'm very generic about it. I like a lot of books and a lot of kind of books. At least terror books. They're scary ones, but the others are like I actually like a lot of gender of books.
Okay, that's good. Guys, I'm going to send here on the chat the link for our survey, okay? If you liked the meeting, or if you didn't like the meeting, or if you have suggestions or ways to improve the meetings, just click on the link. It's just one question, okay? And please, please, please answer the feedback. It's really important for us. And while you are doing this, I'm going to ask you for you, Camila. How was the meeting for you, Camila Oliveira?
It was great. The people are amazing in our breakfast home. And yeah, we talked a lot about books. And we know right now that Gabriel don't like people to read. to
Oh
reading a
no.
lot. Yeah, it was amazing. It's always a pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Camila, it's still you. I'd like to know how many years, how many books do you read per year? I'd like to know from you, Camila.
Yeah, it's complicated because if I count to technical books, a lot, but except that, I think four or five maybe per year, it's
4 or 5.
enough for me. Yeah.
Okay, nice. You guys said that Gabriel doesn't like to read, so I'd like to ask you, Gabriel, please. Do you think that physical books are still going to exist in the future? Tell us your opinion, please.
Oh my God, it's a hard question, but I think so because many people like it, you know.
Yes. Okay. Nice. And we also have Felipe. Felipe, how was the meeting for you? And I'd like to know what's the most important thing in a book for you? Felipe Caio.
The meeting was really good for me, and I think that everyone enjoyed. And the most important thing in a book, probably the history, the knowledge that you can get, the experience. Because, in my opinion, when you are reading a book, I don't know, adventure, scary book, something like that, you feel like you're in the history, you know. It's like a movie in your head. The experience is very good. So I think these are the most important things in a book. The knowledge, the experience, the characters, all this kind of things.
Okay, thank you very much, Felipe. Okay, guys, our time is almost up. So I'd like to ask you, for you, Juliana, the last one, how was the meeting for you? And yes, go ahead, please.
It was very good. I think the conversation went really well. And I think talk and talk helps me to improve my English, my speaking skills. So yeah, it was really good. Thank you, Solon.
Okay, that's so nice, guys. It was a pleasure to have all of you here, guys. Please don't forget to answer the feedback, and please schedule more meetings. We have English, Spanish, French, and German, and Italian, and a lot of things, guys. So please enjoy it. Okay, it's all for you. And thank you very much. I hope to see you next time. That's all, folks. Bye bye. See you.
Thank you. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Tom.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Good night.
Good night.
See you.
Thank you.
Good dear.